Hi, my name is Joanie Eisinger. Welcome to my channel. Please go to jonieswhitelighealing.com for more information about me. If you're interested in scheduling a reading, a healing, contact me through my website. I offer in-person sessions for folks who are local to North Central New Jersey, as well as Skype, phone, Facebook video, FaceTime, and Zoom sessions. Zoom only 15 minutes because I do not have a subscription there. I'm on LinkedIn, I am on SoundCloud, I am on Facebook. I'm also here. Please subscribe if you haven't. Like, share, and please comment below. If you're interested in my doing a video on a topic that is video worthy, please comment below. I see them all. With that being said, I got the download to do a video on what your animals, your pets, are telling you, why they are there for you. And if they're not your pets, you might be curious about someone else's or ones that you've had in the past, but they've been gone for a while. So I brainstormed a little bit. You might see me looking down at my cheat sheet. So I do not believe that picking up a rescue, going to a breeder, going to a shelter, buying a pet in a pet store, having someone give you part of a litter or an animal as a gift is random. I believe that most of these unions are pre-birth planned. I believe that many of your experiences with animals are related to other lifetime relationships. I believe that the animals are of a higher vibration than humans. I do also believe that they incur karma. There are other animal communicators, other animal healers that do not believe this is so, and I respect that. When I go into the animals' issues to see why they are doing what they're doing, oftentimes I pick up other lifetimes, and there's a karmic trip up that they too find themselves in this AI simulation that we're in, this earth plane. I believe that we souls get caught up in this karmic crap. That's the negative, but on the other side, the positive of that is we do get to exercise free will by remembering forgiveness towards self and other, and we can work our way out of karma. It's with that open heart, open mind, and the belief that we've never been separated from source, that we are all part of the oneness, and that we're here on this earth plane to learn. So I wanted to go over a few of probably the many reasons why one would have a pet, what you could learn from them. So the first thing that I wrote down was there could be karma, a karmic relationship. I'm going to talk about the negative karma, where there's an imbalance in the negative. So let's say you, as the owner of this animal, was mistreating or thinking poorly, or both, of this animal, and you go to your passing blaming yourself or blaming it. You have incurred negative karma, hence a do-over happens. And you might find yourself here doing one of two things. You could be doing the same thing again, where you planned to do similar types of thoughts and behaviors in order to balance it out and stop that shit. You could also find that you are experiencing negativity from the pet as karmic debt or get back. It is very, very, very possible. So that is one thing to consider, is karma. Now, what can you do about it? If you believe that you are in a situation where you are either experiencing negativity or you are offering up negativity, whether it's thought and or behavior, first of all, you can stop it. But if you believe that it's coming from other lifetimes as well, you can do the following to release the negative karma. Across time and space, forwards and backwards across all generations. any karma incurred with this soul. I forgive myself. I forgive you. Please forgive me. Thank you, God, for these life lessons. Again, God not being separate from, we are all part of the oneness. God, that term meaning thank you, love, the oneness for this opportunity to learn from it. Karma. So sometimes people have soul recognition with their pet, with this animal they're very close with, that they're either caregiving, they're visiting, or if they own it, and that if they believe that there's something more, if there's a pattern that keeps coming up, the chances are that there's a learning opportunity here and that it's to be healed. Pattern, again, in terms of a negative pattern, that usually is karma. Okay, another thing which I want to bring up, and I have found this in my sessions where I've gone in, there are animals that have been saved by you, and they are so indebted, not in a negative term of debt or lack or fear base or vow or oath type of indebtedness, but I'm using it loosely. They have such gratitude that they are by your side, and they just continue to show up because they have such incredible gratitude for the feat that you did somewhere else, or maybe you did it many times. So you might find that your pet or the animal that you love is by your side, or is expressing such loyalty in the way that they do, that there's more to it. Your heroism is remembered, and you are being blessed by this soul called the animal, the pet. Okay, mirroring. So we have animals that mirror our behavior. So if you're stuck, if you are numb, if you are just going about your business and you don't know, in fact, that you need help, your animal, your pet, might mimic it. So if you're isolated, the pet might choose to be reclusive. If you have angry outbursts, you might find that your pet, the animal that you watch, hold, caregive, also does this. So if you're finding that the animal is doing behaviors, expressing itself in ways that are very quizzical to you, ask yourself whether you might be doing this, whether this pet is mirroring for you. Get help. Take a look at you. I'm showing you what you are doing. Now, yes, we have the positives of all of this as well. So there could be that it's a joyous, happy, lively one, and so are you. So mirroring could be that you're frickin' frack. You are bonded at the hip. You are looking like twins. Teachable moment, folks. This beloved soul is offering you the opportunity to see you in all of your aspects. So it teaches you. Okay, now we have being of service. So I'm not talking about service animals, but we could just go on a tangent for a second. We do have therapy animals. We have animals that walk the blind. We have horses that go into hospitals, the equine therapy for those that are in beds, etc. There are many types of service animals. I'm also talking about being of service in terms of service to other. They're being of service to you. And so if you are finding that this pet has gotten you through the worst of times, is always there when you need them, knows when you are ill or upset, this is an aspect of the animal kingdom when they're domesticated, or maybe this is even could be farm related or in the wild where they come and they are with you. Whatever the case, where they are of service to tend to you, to assuage your fears, to comfort, to blend with your energy so you feel lighter and calmer, and where your vibration rises, and also where basically where you heal. So this is being of service. Now we have another, keeping it simple. Animals don't tend to complicate things much. They get born, they learn how to feed, they sleep, they go to the bathroom, eat, have sex, play, learn, communicate, and ultimately die. We can learn from the animals. We can learn from the pets. If you tend to complicate things, if you get in your head too much, if you create chaos, tornadoes, conflict, if you trip over yourself, if you do repeat patterns, if you have difficulty moving forward, check out how your pet or that animal you love operates on a daily basis. You could learn a lot from this blessed one. Remember, they don't complicate it the way the humans do, and they come in to show us that we can break it down into manageable parts. Okay, another here, unconditional love. People come into different families in different lifetimes where there could be strings attached with conditional love, conditions. When the pet comes in, there's unconditional love, period. There are no conditions, and this is very healing for a soul who has had conditions set for them in a family situation. Could also be conditions in a work situation or a community, whatever the case. Unconditional love on the part of the pet is key for healing. Now, if you come into a lifetime and you set up the conditions for others, or you learn that from your caregivers, and now you're continuing the legacy of conditional love, this animal is teaching you it doesn't have to be like that. Period. And I don't need to get into why conditional love is a lower vibration. Unconditional love is the purest, highest form of love. There are no strings. There are no musts, shoulds, have tos. There are no bindings or contracts. Love is. The last that I wrote down in terms of what pets have to teach us, it's about discernment. So if you're bringing an animal into your life, a pet, or if you go visit one, tend to one, hold one, let's say you are at a shelter and you're tending, caregiving, whatever the case, sitting, walking, minding, you have a soul that is not verbal the way we are. It's like having a baby, but the baby ultimately, most babies begin speaking. There are souls that have mutism, or they have some anomaly, or whatever the case, and they do not speak. I'm talking about the majority of human beings end up speaking. By choosing an animal, by choosing a pet to be in your midst, to live with you, or for you to visit or tend to, you are working with a soul where you have to use a lot of your judgment and use a lot of your discernment, your intuition, your skills, picking up on nonverbals, understanding animals and the way they live, the way they operate. Some of you might have thin veils, and you might be claircognizant, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, clairgustant, and clairsalient regarding the animals and their communication with you. And if that is the case, you know what's going on. For most of the people today, there is not that ability that has arisen. Therefore, it's the judgment, the discernment, the intuition that is necessary. What a brave soul you are. Because for the life of this pet, of this animal, you will be having them guide you with all different snorts and giggles and peeps and behaviors. So that is for you to offer your unconditional love to them, for you to grow as a soul, for you to bond with this lovely being that is the pet or the animal that you are tending to. So this video is just a smidge of the many reasons why you might come into a lifetime to have a pet or tend to an animal, and how you have the opportunity to grow, they have the opportunity to grow and heal, where both of you come together, oftentimes reminiscing about days of yore in the ethers. Your higher selves are loving on that and chatting away. Remember when? Remember when? And you get to balance any negative karma that might be incurred, etc. If I missed anything, please share it in the comments. I'm sure there are other reasons why these pets are here for us, these animals. I hope you enjoyed this video, and may all of your animal adventures be blessed. Take care, y'all.